So I think I heard the word transformative, transformational a number of times, and it reminded me of this great story that Maria told me. And I wonder, Maria, would you be willing to tell the story of Teacher X versus the 5th grade really quickly?
One of the things we didn't realize was not only was it going to be challenging for our students, but for our teachers. And because we're asking them, it's like asking me to beat a kid when they don't learn, right? Would be pretty hard. So we're asking them to learn along with the kids, as opposed to being the person at the front of the class that knows everything, that you don't question, and that has a ruler in their hand. So we're asking them, you know, to learn along with the kids. And we have a wonderful teacher, Miss Tapa, who's head of the lower school, and she's been to the States twice, and she's been teaching the teachers. And she says to them, this is what I want you to say. If they ask you a question you don't know, don't make up the answer, don't shut them up, just say, that's a good question, let's find out together. So she meets with the teachers and they practice. She said, now what are you going to say? It takes a long time, they practice. That's a good question, let's find out together. So she goes and observes the teachers in their classrooms, right? But they get very anxious around her. So she learned to not go into the classroom, but those of you who have been there know we have a shoe rack outside the classroom. So she sits outside, like, so where they can't see her, and listens. So one day she goes to Teacher X's classroom, and she's teaching Sikkimese and Indian history. And one kid says, well, we used to be an independent kingdom. And she said, no, this is the 22nd state of India. And this kid who's been attacked, no, miss, we were a kingdom. I know we were a kingdom. No. Now keep, so I think the amazing thing that happened, like, Miss Tapa listened to this for 20 minutes. 20 minutes, she listened, and she taught this teacher to say, that's interesting idea, let's find out together. But the teacher, after 20 minutes, the teacher finally said, well, maybe. We'll find out together. And it was just such an amazing thing that happened. But this is the kind of work that we're doing, and that it takes, you know, to make a school that's truly collaborative learning. And it takes a Miss Tapa sitting outside the classroom for 20, not barging in and saying you're doing it wrong or something, but really have the patience. And it takes this teacher, finally, it did click in after 20 minutes, which I think is pretty awesome. So.
And the kid persisted.
Yeah, I guess it's not just the Miss Tapa and the kid,
This is what I love about this story, and this was the aha moment for me when I finally got what is going on at this school. So think about all the things that had to happen in that 20 minutes. So you've got students who have to have the courage of their convictions, the ability to stick to their guns, to challenge and question a teacher like they never have before. You've got a teacher who's struggling with this new way of teaching and finally, you know, sort of getting it. And you've got Miss Tapa who's learning, I don't have to go in and solve these problems. In fact, it's better to let the teachers struggle and figure it out. And, you know, I can't think of a better educational model, not just for Sikkim, not just for India, but for anywhere, than a group of people who, in 20-minute encounter by 20-minute encounter, are struggling with themselves, are struggling with each other, and are willing to finally to admit they don't know the answers, but we will find out together. What could be better than that? So that is what has gotten me and Debbie so excited about supporting this school, and I invite you all to please, if you're involved, get more involved. If you're not involved, come join us and be involved, because something absolutely remarkable is going on up in the hills.